Of course. Then what do you think about the edtech space in India right now? Like, I mean, there's so many layoffs and then Byju's and all the news that's happening. It even like, although they are laying off so many people and they're going under loss, they recently raised 300 million and they are going crazy. And even Byju even came out and he said that was that like we cannot make, and we're not looking at making profits, I guess.
Yeah.
So what do you
Yeah.
think about this whole fiasco that's happening, the edtech in India right now?
Personally, I think EdTech is a space that I'm also an operator in some way. So I look at it from a very different lens.
Mhm.
And EdTech has been a core dominant sector for us. As in almost about 9 to 10 deals we have done just in EdTech. So close to 20% of our portfolio comes from there.
Wow.
For me, EdTech has like the standard notions of it has moved beyond from education, right?
Mhm.
EdTech has also become a very numbers oriented game.
Mhm.
Because there's so many platforms, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you talk about Byju's, you can list out 10 other competitors of Byju's, right? And you can say the exact numbers of it because so much public data is available, right? Matlab, information has become such a decentralized, of course, asymmetric thing, right? That parents also and students also can make better decisions by seeing
Yeah.
which is better, right? So, yeah, I think in some way the recession was due for EdTech because if you look at EdTech, the round happened crazy.
Yeah.
So if let's say the first round is happening at X valuation, the next round happens at 7X easily,
Mhm. Yeah.
even more than that,
Mhm.
and happens very, very quickly,
Mhm.
right? That's the thing about EdTech, which no other space has,
Especially
right?
during the pandemic, right?
Especially during the pandemic,
Yeah.
right? Because it is called as, well, we call it a network effect in a technical sense, but in EdTech specifically, it grows crazy.
Yeah.
So essentially, EdTech is gonna have some bit of recession,
Mhm.
but very targeted or specific education platforms, which are,
Mhm.
let's say, either building for a scale or either building for some sort of value addition.
Mhm. Like an upgrade.
They may see some success, but test
Mhm.
prep or let's say or typical coding,
Mhm.
they are, well, at least we have said no to all of them in the last 3 months.
Yeah, because even I heard that Akash, Byju is planning to take Akash into this thing with that 1 billion IPO. If I'm
Yeah.
not wrong.
So they acquired Akash for 1 billion and they're taking Akash IPO for 1 billion. So essentially what they're doing is they're covering the loss of the acquisition.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think it has peaked? Do you think EdTech has peaked and like, I mean, during the pandemic and now it's just going to go down, or do you think it can go back? Like, will it go back to the same peak that it had during the pandemic, or will it just come very close and not that high?
I think it has some sort of peaked as well. And see, if you are running a school and you say that you're a principal, right? And a teacher comes to you and says, parent comes to you and says, why did my child score so low? And you said, we taught him through Byju's courses. Right?
Yeah.
The immediate next reaction of a parent would be, I should send my student to Byju. Why am I sending to your school? Right? So schools also have that brunt because they have to up their infrastructure game.
Yeah.
They are charging lakhs of rupees in admission fees and God knows everything from parents.
Yeah.
So they also have an ambition to, of course, change their whole infrastructure. And with this whole accreditation thing becoming so strong for schools, the competition between schools is also getting more fierce.
Yeah.
So yes, schools will move away from the online platforms also a bit. In COVID, it was a necessity, but now it's not.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So the option choice has gone away. So yeah, I think some part of it would go away. But yeah, in India, every market you have such population, right, which is growing at 4 or 5% every year. You still have education which will never go in recession.
Yeah,
right?
Education is always going to be there, especially in India.
Especially, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And so, what is one learning that you've had as a creator?
Many. One is that content creation is also bit of a science, right? No matter we say कि बस खड़े होकर record ही तो करना है, but it's not just about recording. At the end of the day, people who say that I create content for myself, bro, you're lying 110%. Well, if you've been creating content for yourself, put that videos in private mode on YouTube.
Exactly.
Don't post it on public. Make it an unlisted video, right? Or do a Instagram only me feature, right? Well, no offense to it, but at the end of the day, we're creating it for public. We're creating it for public, and we want good engagement to come out of it, which should be the case because we're putting in so much effort. We are paying costs. Editors are editing. Oh, the whole team is involved. There's not just there's no one person. There's an entire team which goes behind a content piece, right?
Exactly.
So one is, and it's very important to analyze your content time to time because what may be working for you right now may not work. Let's say a few years or few months later.
Down the line, actually.
Months down the line, because content has become such dynamic and monotonous content gets picked up very, very easily. Right. Unless you come up with something exciting about IITs every now and then. So analyze your content and take your learnings from it, whatever you can, and sit and discuss with other creators. There's no harm in discussing it with it. At the end of the day, competition se zyada collaboration.
It's this abundance of things. So like competition also, kitna hi competition hoga? Like, I mean, it's not like it's, this person's going to eat away or thing, right? Like, I mean, you're making like, I don't see like two people, even in the same industry, making similar content, to be honest. They have their own style, they have their own thing. Even if it's the same topic, they have their own delivery method. So it's not like one person will eat away your reach or anything. That's not good. That's never going to happen. There's an abundance of like anything.
Absolutely. Collaborate. Absolutely. You look at lifestyle vloggers, right? You get millions of views. Like you can name 10 lifestyle vloggers who get 10 million views every now
going
and
to
then.
The same place.
Same place.
They'll all go to Goa and they'll get 1 million views because of their like the different things that they capture, different things that they showcase. There's so much you can do. Yeah.
So much, man. So much. You can cry over a cricket match and make millions of followers around it. So,
I know. Pakistani guy.
Moving Saqib, right? So, there's so much you can do in content. But
Okay.